The Rich People Problem by Kevin Kwan. Bettina Ortiz y Mena was not accustomed to waiting, a former Miss Venezuela and Miss Universe runner-up. She is now the wife of Miami auto parts tycoon Herman Ortiz y Mena. At every restaurant she chose to grant with her presence, she was always greeted with reverence and whisk to the exact table she desired. Today, she wanted the corner table on the terrace at Sip Sip, her favorite lunch spot on Harbor Island. She wanted to sit on one of the comfy orange chairs and stare out at the gently lapping turquoise water while eating her kale Caesar salad. But there was a large noisy group taking up the entire terrace, and they didn't seem in much hurry to leave. Bettina fumed as she glared at the tourists happily savoring their lunch in the sun. Look how tacky they were. The women overly tan, wrinkled and saggy, none of them properly lifted or botox. And the men were even worse, all dressed in all rumpled shirts and shorts, wearing those cheap straw hats. Why did such people have to come here? Feeling that she had been patient long enough, Bettina stormed into the kitchen. The fringe on her corseted Gucci caftan top shaking furiously as she made a beeline for the woman, with a shock of pixie cut blondie hair manning the main stove. Julie, honey, what's the delay? I waited more than 15 minutes for my table. Sorry, Bettina, it's one of those days. The party of 12 on the terrace showed up first before you did. But the terrace is your prime spot. Why on earth did you let those tourists take up all the space? Well, the tourist in red fishing cap is the Duke of Wellington. His party is boated over from Windermere. That's his royal husband you see moored off the coast. Isn't the most handsome sailboat you've ever seen? Bettina huffled, although secretly she was rather impressed by people with big titles. From the kitchen window, she surveyed the party assembled on the terrace with new eyes. These arrested British type were such a strange breed. Sure, they had their Savile Row suits and their heirloom tiaras, but when they traveled, they looked so painfully frumpy. It was only then that Bettina noticed three tan, well-built men in fitted white t-shirts and black Kevlar pants sitting at the adjacent table. The guys weren't eating, but sat watchfully, sipping glasses of seltzer water. I assume that Duke's security detail, they couldn't be more obvious. Don't they know we're all billionaires here in Brilliant? Actually, those bodyguards belong to the Duke's special guests. They did a whole sweep of the restaurant before the party arrived. They even searched my walk-in freezer. See that Chinese fellow seated at the end of the table. Bettina squinted at the portly, balding 70-something Asian man dressed in a nondescript white shirt and gray trousers. Oh, I didn't even notice him. Am I supposed to know who he is? That's Alfred Chang. He looks like their chauffeur. Doesn't he look like that guy that used to drive Dean Wyman around in Falcon Crest? From what I hear, the chopper is the most powerful in Asia. What's his name again?